Behold, speak in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in your mouth, says Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against you, let not the incredulity of them trouble you, that speak against you. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, says Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:1-6 Sefer. Therefore says Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, says Yahweh, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Mitzrayim, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Mitzrayim with plagues, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Mitzrayim shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Elohim shall bring upon it. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:7-12 Sefer. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein! For the sword and their destruction draws nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:13-18 Sefer. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Behold, says Elohim, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another, and repay the things that they have done to them. Like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus says Yahweh Elohim, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. The fire is gone forth from his wrath, and has consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners, like the straw that is kindled. Woe to them that sin, and guard not my commandments, says Yahweh. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:19-24 Sefer. Woe to them that sin, and guard not my commandments, says Yahweh. I will not spare them, go your way, ye children, from the power, defile not my sanctuary. For Yahweh knows all them that sin against him, and therefore delivers he them unto death and destruction. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Elohim shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arav shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:24-29 Sefer. Also the Carmanians raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of Ashshur. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. And from the land of Ashshur shall the enemy besiege them, and consume some of them, and in their host shall be fear and dread, and strife among their kings. Behold clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own star, and blood shall be from the sword unto the belly. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:30-35 Sefer. And dung of men unto the camel's hoof. And there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south, and from the north, and another part from the west. And strong winds shall arise from the east, and shall open it, and the cloud which he raised up in wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear toward the east and west wind, shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be puffed up full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all the earth afraid, and them that dwell therein, and they shall pour out over every high and eminent place a horrible star, fire, and hail, and flying swords, and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers, with the abundance of great waters. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:36-41 Sefer. And they shall break down the cities and walls, mountains, and hills, trees of the wood, and grass of the meadows, and their grain. And they shall go steadfastly unto Babel, and make her afraid. They shall come to her, and besiege her, the star and all wrath shall they pour out upon her, then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and all they that be about her shall bewail her. And they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. And you, Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babel, and are the glory of her person, woe be unto you, you wretch, because you have made yourself like unto her, and have decked your daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in your lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with you. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:42-47 Sefer. And you, Asia, that are partaker of the hope of Babel, and are the glory of her person, woe be unto you, you wretch, because you have made yourself like unto her, and have decked your daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in your lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with you. You have followed her that is hated in all her works and inventions, therefore says Elohim, I will send plagues upon you, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste your houses with destruction and death. And the glory of your power shall be dried up as a flower, the heat shall arise that is sent over you. You shall be weakened as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive you. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:46-51 Sefer. Would I with jealousy have so proceeded against you, says Yahweh, if you had not always slain my chosen, exalting the stroke of your hands, and saying over their dead, when you were drunken, set forth the beauty of your countenance. The reward of your whoredom shall be in your bosom, therefore shall you receive recompense. Like as you have done unto my chosen, says Yahweh, even so shall Elohim do unto you, and shall deliver you into mischief. Your children shall die of hunger, and you shall fall through the sword, your cities shall be broken down, and all yours shall perish with the sword in the field. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:52-57 Sefer. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread, and thirst of water. You as unhappy shall come through the sea, and receive plagues again. And in the passage they shall rush on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of your land, and consume part of your glory, and shall return to Babel that was destroyed. And you shall be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto you as fire, and shall consume you, and your cities, your land, and your mountains, all your woods and your fruitful trees shall they burn up with fire. Your children shall they carry away captive, and, look, what you have, they shall spoil it, and mar the beauty of your face. Ezra Revi Iy, 4 Ezra, 15:58-63 Sefer. Woe be unto you, Babel, and Asia. Woe be unto you, Mitzrayim and Aram. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble, when it has begun to burn? Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:1-6 Sefer. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? El Yahweh sends the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quakes, and the foundations thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fish thereof also, before Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:7-12 Sefer.
For strong is his right hand that bends the bow, his arrows that he shoots are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again, until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out, till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returns not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:13-18 Sefer. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish, are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other, that escape the hunger, shall the sword destroy. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth, and to sow it. Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:19-24 Sefer. Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of Yahweh. Behold, the word of Yahweh, receive it, believe not the Elohim of whom Yahweh spoke. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month brings forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child comes forth, they slack not a moment, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to your battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:35-40 Sefer. For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, says Yahweh. Like as a whore envies a right honest and virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity, when she decks herself, and shall accuse her to her face, when he comes that shall defend him that diligently searches out every sin upon earth. And therefore be ye not like their eunto, nor to the works thereof. Ezra Revi 4 Ezra, 16:46-51 Sefer. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. Let not the sinner say that he has not sinned, for Elohim shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which says before Yahweh Elohim and his glory, I have not sinned. Behold, Yahweh knows all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, and their hearts, which spoke but the word, let the earth be made, and it was made, let the heaven be made, and it was created. In his word were the stars made, and he knows the number of them. He searches the deep, and the treasures thereof, he has measured the sea, and what it contains. Ezra Revi'i 4 Ezra 16:52-57 Sefer. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh. For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known, who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, says Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid neither doubt, for Elohim is your guide, and the guide of them who guard my commandments and precepts, says Yahweh Elohim. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. Ezra Revi'i 4 Ezra 16:71-76 Sefer.